Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is your brother Yahawashi. I want to give all glory and praises to our Heavenly Father Yahawah, and we do so in the name of our Lord and Savior Yahawashi. This is a channel update, so that way you brothers and sisters can know the various channels that we have and where we put our content. What we highly recommend you do is to click on the different links, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications, so that way you can be alerted of any new content that we upload. As you know that we are in the time of the end where there's going to be a lot of information suppression. So we want to make sure that you brothers and sisters are able to have access to the information that you need to know as you're growing spiritually, being built up, and also fighting and striving to receive everlasting life.
Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so. Amen. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty.
A woman's egg has no gender. Your sperm has a gender. So that means if you have a daughter, that daughter came directly from you. It's just her egg nurtured it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So when a woman be like, that's my kid, it's really your kid.
It's really yours, bro.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
But they flip it on you,
I'm gonna tell you,
and
I
this
told my
society's
homeboy
backwards.
a couple of months ago. I don't know, this shit is coming to me. Excuse my language.
Go ahead.
I say, bro, I don't know where this shit came from. It came from God. It had to come from God, bro. I say, bro, you know, I'm trying to remember what I said. It was somewhere along the lines of what you just said. I say, bro, okay. Here it was right here. All right, you got the analogy right where they say, okay, she got one in the oven, right?
Yeah.
You know what that means, right?
Yeah, correct.
Cooking, right? I was telling my wife, like, look, bro, it ain't no oven without the ingredient.
Yep.
I say, every man is the ingredient.
That's right.
I say, so a woman got nothing without the ingredient. You can't bake nothing without the ingredient.
Yeah.
So that goes along with what you just said. I didn't know that, bro.
Yeah.
I
got
knew
the
that,
seed.
I knew that the sperm stay down there.
You got the seed.
I know the sperm stay in that area for up to 30 days for some women.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful, man. You gotta go to 6.
But the Bible say, so-called Jesus is the seed of David. So your kid is your seed. Whatever your name is, that's your seed. You see what I'm saying? So if you plant a seed, say you plant an apple seed in China, it's still an apple, right?
Still an apple, no matter where it's at.
Where is it?
No matter what soil is growing on, it's
That's
still
it.
an apple. Right. Only difference is if that soil is growing on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you look at the 12 sons, all the sons of Jacob, they all had their first generation of children with women that were not Israelites, because the only people that were Israelites were them.
Right.
So if they had a child with a Syrian woman, those children were still Israelites.
That's kind of poor.
Huh?
I can't say that it's poor. I can't say he was poor. They were forced into it.
You get what I'm saying?
I guess you can just say they didn't follow God.
Who?
They took wives from other nations.
To a certain degree, I'm gonna put it like this.
How would you put it?
Well, when you go into like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Isaac and Jacob, they married relatives from their same lineage, right? So Abraham made Isaac Abram had a servant, Eleazar, who was his servant. He had him swear that when he dies, he's going to go get his son a wife from among his kindred, meaning like a relative, like maybe like a cousin, a third or fourth cousin type, you know. So that's what he did when he got Rebecca. So Rebecca was actually related to Isaac. So because he didn't want him to marry any of the women from the land of Canaan. So, but some of them did go off, like the tribe of Judah. He did marry a woman from the land of Canaan, but it was something that you weren't supposed to do. But the lineage of the child was still Judah, because you can't cut off the seed of the man.
Right.
It's still that person's seed.
I haven't read those stories yet. I don't know why. I need to read that part of the Old Testament. We're talking about that story, but I know this. Well, my intuition tells me those guys they married outside had a lot of problems.
Yes,
Not because of them per se, but because of the woman they brought in their life.
You're right. Because what happened when Judah got with her, his sons when they got older, they were wicked. More than likely because they were learning stuff from their mom. And their mom was a heathen. She was off. So the offspring, so 2 of his sons got killed. The Most High killed 2 of his sons because they were wicked.
Yeah.
But they were wicked in part because of them being in that land, and more than likely the mother. Because if you go back with Isaac, they had Esau and Jacob, and Esau went and married out of the woman that the parents did not want him to marry, because they were very heavy into idolatry.
I'm gonna tell you why I felt that way, bro. Because I did the same thing. Mm-hmm. The same thing happened this time of day. Mm-hmm. My daughter's by Hispanic. Mm-hmm. Not that she is Hispanic, that's not she is.
But her behavior believes in. Yeah, because you can marry your sister, she be on some Erykah Badu type stuff. That's still off. Or freaking Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett is into witchcraft and all that stuff. So, because see, what we're concerned about,
you talking about disrespect of home. You talking about changing. I'm from Houston. Would y'all remember everybody say crumbs the bricks?
Yeah.
You talking about crumbs the bricks?
Yeah.
You talking about saber hoe? Yeah. You talking about coulda, shoulda, woulda?
Yeah.
I wanna be. Yeah. Bro, he did all that.
Yeah.
And to be treated like. Woo.
Right.
Hey man, it gotta be because the business deal is why he ain't broke it out, man.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure she got the interest in all the company, Westbrook Entertainment, Westbrook Productions. She probably got the interest in all that shit. That's why he don't want to break it out, man. But
kids is crazy too.
but like you just said a couple days ago, you have to come think about it.
Yeah, the kids is crazy too. Willow and Jay.
Man, you learn, man. I wish somebody told me earlier in life. First of all, first thing, young black man, don't go after the thickest shit. Because once you pop two or 3 or 4 or 5 out, she gonna blow up like an Empire State Building. His mom inside first, everybody second. Get both of those things, then you got shit. Do what you gotta do to get there.
Yeah.
But you know, man.
But the Bible warns you about like the type of woman, like behold, not every woman's beauty.
Yeah,
it tells you that like a lot of times. That's why if you look at it, that's why people be looking at these girls that be like popping on social media. None of them are married, bro. Like none of them. Like, and some of these girls, they've been popular for like 10 years. How many of them are married? None of them. None of them are married. Like literally. Even the video model chicks, none of them got married. Rita Guerrero, Gloria Velez, Melissa Ford. None of them married. They're all in their mid-40s, unmarried.
Unmarried.
But there was hot names back then. So a lot of times, you know.
I would say this. I got 2 beautiful daughters. I'm trying my hardest, bro. I'm trying my hardest. And my nieces too. My nephew's nieces too. I'm trying, man. Look, ain't nothing. Really, man. Everything is with them. Everything is with them. Everything starts with them. Problem is, our senses, all of our senses, I don't care which one you like the best. Smell, taste, touch, hear, see, they all a distraction from our purpose.
Yeah.
Every last one of them. You know why?
What? Go ahead.
You already know why. I ain't gotta tell you why. Y'all grown, man. I ain't gotta tell you why. You think of examples of where your senses just throw you out.
Yeah.
Misguide you.
Oh yeah.
If you was blind, you'd have an easier life. think you have a rough life because you wouldn't be able to see color. You like be a whole lot of
Yeah.
You'll be holding more point on here. But then here to throw you off. Who's that sweet voice?
Yeah.
What's that sweet smell? Your nose though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You lose a sense, it enhances the other.
The other one get enhanced. Yeah.
Yeah, it gets enhanced. Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of us, man, we just society.
Yeah, the eyes can deceive you, man. The eyes can deceive people.
Yeah, the eyes will deceive you, man, and it's just crazy, it's just crazy, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a society where, things is backwards. That's why a lot of stuff ain't being taught, like...
It's been upside down for a while.
Yeah, been upside down, but it's normal to people, though. People actually like it now.
Man, it's been about stranger things. I don't know if y'all Yahawashi, bro. Yeah, they talk about the upside down. The whole thing is about the upside down.
Oh, yeah.
That's the boogeyman of Stranger Things series, upside down.
Yeah.
And the upside down is the other world.
Yeah.
So
That's why when you
I
talk
was
to
watching
people...
it with a different meaning than what just entertainment, like most people watch it. I was semi-hard comedy, Netflix, series. Like, nah, man, there's deeper meaning behind that shit. It's more deeper meaning behind that Stranger Things than in the Matrix.
Oh, yeah.
The Matrix.
Yeah.
So Hollywood, man.
Yeah, it's a lot about illusion.
Man.
Like, you got Matrix, Stranger Things. What's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio? Inception.
Yeah.
Classic. I like that movie.
Inception.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't even look at like some of the deeper meaning, because really you got to think deeper than like what's on the surface. Like people watch The Matrix for the action, but they ain't looking at like what does it mean, Agent Smith? What is he trying to do? You want to keep you in what the world is telling you it is, the false reality. That's why, they actually do studies on people's psychology. If you tell people something long enough, they'll believe it even if they ain't got proof of it. For the sector, and we're not talking about faith, we're talking about, like, for example, right? There's a game. I'll give you an example. There's a game that was created in the Soviet Union. A guy made it a game. The game is called, I think it's called Wolf. Basically, it's like wolf and villagers. In the game, 2 people are wolves. So let's say you got 12 people playing a game. You have 2 people. They'll have 12 cards. Everybody gets a card. The 2 wolves know they're wolves, and then what they do is everybody will have to close their eyes, and then the 2 people that are wolf will get together and they'll choose one person to kill. Then when everybody wake up, everybody open up their eyes, they got to figure out who was the wolf. So what happens is people start conspiring. I think so-and-so's the wolf. No, but he's a villager. But the villagers will agree to kill this person because they think he's a wolf, not knowing that the other 2 are actually the wolves. But the wolves are playing along. The wolves are playing them along, making them turn against each other. When the game is over, who wins? The 2 wolves. That shows you that a minority of people that know can rule a majority that don't know.
I was just listening to somebody.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why people don't understand how the world works. The people at the very top, they don't need to be deeper than you. They just need to know more than you. And because they know more than you, they can teach you how to destroy each other and how to not know what the truth is.
To come up from the bottom,
it's a psychological game. It's called Wolf and Villagers.
That's right though. That's how like the psychology. It's all psychological. It's more mental than everything.
Because think about it, right? This country promotes us, the so-called black man, as the problem of society.
That's what people come to.
So now a Trump supporter, they're gonna be like, oh, it's the black people, they're doing this and that. But you're not looking at the fact that the person who controls your money, who controls the media, that he's the problem. But you know it. You just the wolf wanting to kill the villagers. You're just another wolf. You know that the problem is not the so-called black man in America. You just playing the game of wolf and villager, and you're just convincing enough people to say that we're the problem. And then when we die and get slaughtered, you think it's us. But at the end, the real wolf is going to take you down too.
Take him down, yep.
Because all you're doing is you're just another villager being convinced that we're the problem.
Right.
But to keep it going, what's going to happen, the real wolf just replace them. I'm thinking about reproduction. I mean...
Well, see, you know what the villagers need?
We need a shepherd.
And that's what we're talking about here today.
Right.
So that's what it is?
Yeah, because the villagers, the sheep can't win the war against the wolf without the shepherd. Who's the shepherd?
In that game, there ain't no shepherd.
Who's the shepherd? The shepherd. Who's the shepherd that's talked about in this
They talking
Bible?
about Jesus.
Yeah.
But in that game, there's no shepherd though.
No, but that's who got to come in because who keep losing? The villagers keep losing. The sheep, which represents the villagers, they keep losing.
They don't know what game.
Because the wolf is there, and the shepherd is not protecting.
The shepherd.
You gotta go. If you have the shepherd, now you under his comfort.
I like that.
You under his protection.
Check this out though, man.
He laid this life down for
I'm
the sheep.
feeling how that game relates to real life. I really understand how it relates to real life now that you explained it. Something just popped in my head.
Because the villagers are not more powerful than the wolf.
I got what you're saying, but check this out.
John 10.
Some people don't realize they need a shepherd.
Yep.
Yeah, they know.
Yep. That's why people be getting jacked up out here.
The scripture say my people are lost sheep.
Going with a shepherd.
Yep.
All right. A lot of people are part of the son. Feel like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But also within that, a lot of them ain't gonna make it back home. They'll be so lost.
Yep. Yeah. My
They get
people
so
are lost
lost.
sheep.
Some of them get so lost and carry so much pain and shame, they're not gonna want to come.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's true.
They might feel like, well, they're not gonna accept it.
Well, that's what the prodigal son. He knew he messed up, but he knew if I can at least just come back and just be a nobody. If I could just come back and he got more than what he
It's
expected.
better than doing this.
Yeah, it's better than me doing this. Let me go back to my father's house, even if he ain't gonna give me
Where his
nothing.
home was. Like Isaiah 1 say, like the Most High say, my people, they don't know. You know, they don't know where they home at. You know what I'm saying?
A donkey knows his master's crib,
The
but
dumbest
people
animal
don't
on earth know where his crib at.
Well, I mean,
But my people don't know.
They don't even consider. So
Don't even consider.
for lack of knowledge.
yeah.
Like you said,
Yeah.
for lack
Yeah,
of
we destroy lack of knowledge.
They gonna perish for lack of knowledge. For lack of knowledge.
Yeah, because the society we're in, we gotta understand like why the things happen to us as a people. Because like people try and mask everything of our people, like what we've been through, with like the distractions of this world. But deep down inside, come on, when they sit down, you gotta be saying to yourself when you see what's going on with our people, what happened to us. Now you can either decide to find out the answer to that question, or you can decide to just live in that blue pill, you know, that blue pill world. And a lot of you don't want to take that red pill because they don't want to see the reality. Because it's scary to know the truth. Like, damn, we actually in this condition because we actually, our forefathers did something wrong and pissed off. Because see, the thing about it is, we were told, what our people were told is that we are in the condition that we're in as a people is because something was genetically wrong with us. We're just inferior. No, but that's what they tell us. They tell us in so many words that the reason why you are where in the condition you are, because according to the intelligence bell curve, you're at the bottom and that they're at the top, and you don't have the ability to reason and think critically. You didn't have no empires, you didn't know anything, you don't know math and science, you didn't know how to read. That's what they're telling me. So now when you want to seek knowledge, who do you go to? Because they said you don't have that knowledge, your people never had it. So who do you got to go to? You got to go to your oppressor, because your oppressor's a smart man.
We were here, some of us were here before they got it.
Yeah, but how many of our people actually are taught it and believe it? Because some of our people are told that, but deep down they don't believe it.
They got it.
Because they didn't condition your mind for so many years through the school system, through media, that you just nothing but an NIGGA.
People believe in repetition, man.
Yeah,
the more stuff, like you said, the more stuff you said over and over again, the more people believe, without even fact checking, without going to a book, without going to a library, without even attempting, without even saying shit
don't
yourself.
even know that we was in slavery, man.
Yeah, we talk to these young ones that are like under 18.
Yep.
They don't even know most of them don't even know we were in captivity. That we were in chains.
I know Texas and shit, they take as much of that shit out of the history books as possible. You know, you wonder why. Tell you why. You wonder why. Other than the environment that a lot of our people are in, you know, that's not as positive as it could be. Other than the environment, man, The other thing that messes people up, man, because they not getting the total truth, the truth of the matter.
Yeah, yeah.
When I was 11 or 12, man, my old man bought me a nigga hole book, bro. Black history book. I knew I wasn't big, but black history book. You
don't get it.
Probably, I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm thinking, as I got older, I thought, man, why did I start acting up when I was 13?
Man, I went to a majority white school when I went. And when I went to, I'm from Louisiana.
You in Louisiana?
Yeah.
Where you from? Houston.
Yeah. But when I went,
what part of Louisiana? North, South?
Lake Charles.
Lake Charles, okay.
Yeah. But when I went to Southern University, man, it was a culture shock when I went there. You know, I ain't never have been around that many of my people in my life, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's so, man.
Yeah.
You know, I was the same thing when I went to PB. I always went to mixed schools. Elementary through high school, I went to mixed schools. I was on
I grew up Southwest side too.
Yeah, I was on Southwest, Westbury, Wells, Foster. You know,
Okay.
You know, I was always in a mixed environment. I didn't really have no black friends really until like 6th, 7th grade.
Right.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Westbury.
Okay, Westbury, yeah.
Because elementary, most of my friends was either, I'm in Southwest Houston, Jewish, and Asian. Before the Asian.
Yeah, because they used to live over there off of Braeswood. The Jewish people used to live off of Braeswood too. Because Welsh is right there off of Braeswood. And they would have went to probably Westbury then.
So,
back in the days.
Definitely, just my people shit. I was just always brought up. I didn't even know what she existed until I started.
So what year did you graduate high school?
99.
Damn, okay, he was at Welch with Beyonce was there. She was like a year older.
I went to Welch with Beyonce.
Yeah, she was there.
Kelly Mike with a local phone on.
Yeah.
Some of those can be scammers too.
Yeah.
But definitely don't use
But that's what
nobody
they
with
were
an
telling them.
out-of-state phone.
That's what they were telling a lot of them. Man, look at this dude coming like a majorette down there, man.
See the confusion?
Nah, that nigga ain't working out.
See, this is the Matrix, bro.
He got his stuff, but that boy is a
We in this
majorette,
place,
man.
it's really an alternative universe. It's alternative reality we in right now. Because this is the way the world is right now, but it's really not supposed to be this way.
Right.
Like you was talking about truth, right? Like you was talking about truth earlier. And
You gotta point them toes, man. You gotta point them toes down.
He wasn't up.
like you gotta be able to answer the reasons of the what, where, and why, man, and the who.
Same, man. That's crazy.
To really be like, be able to really like know the truth.
What church you go to?
I'm going there. I'm going over there to church. I'm busy people serving now. I don't have no home service.
Heard of the Israelites?
I was raised in Lakewood.
You heard of the Israelites?
I was raised in Lakewood. Not the Lakewood like it is now, but
Lakewood
Yeah.
Church.
with Dad, with John on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The daddy.
Going to hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I was raised. You know, the way his father taught was basically Southern Baptist.
Correct.
That's basically Southern Baptist. I mean, the church is not.
What you think about what I was talking about earlier, though? What you think about what I was talking about earlier about the Gentiles and stuff like that, about Paul's letters?
About what?
About the Gentiles and Paul's letters, what we were talking about.
I mean,
You believe salvation for everybody, or is...
I'll say this about that. Salvation is for the person that want to believe.
Okay.
So if somebody wants to switch over their faith to us, they want to switch over to Christianity, they brother wants to switch over to Christianity, switch over is not a physical thing.
Yeah.
It's a mental thing.
Right.
Yeah. You're right.
So,
Because salvation is a faith thing.
It is a faith thing, right.
It's a faith thing, and so
see, the way I look at the Bible,
that's actually the best way to answer it, to be honest.
the way I look at the Bible now, the way I look at it now, as a 42-year-old, about to be 43. I don't care if y'all gonna believe this or not. I'm gonna say it. Probably not gonna say it. Probably some of them probably ain't received it yet. And if you really get into it, when it really comes to you, like you said in the New Testament, you can't find it, it comes to you.
Can't find a way.
Holy Spirit, you can't find it, it comes to you. Search for it.
No,
But you get a touch for it from reading the word, right? Well,
you're right. It does come to you. It has to be
it
said.
comes to you.
It has to be said.
When it comes to you, man, it's more in there than what's on their page. What's on the page.
Yeah, for sure.
You start seeing in between the lines.
Yeah, it
You
opened
start
up.
seeing ideas and concepts that it's saying,
Yeah.
but it's not written.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep.
It's like God speaking to you beyond what you read in black and white. So, because a lot of people take it literally. You can take it literally. You know, but you know, a lot of parts of it take it literally. The parables, some of those parables and stuff are not meant to take, in my opinion, they're not meant to take it literally. It's trying to get you thinking the right way.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
To receive it.
Yeah.
Correct.
And it's definitely unexplainable, bro.
Yeah.
I grew up in a family. My dad raised me in church. My aunt, my grandmother, my grandfather was a deacon. My great grandfather, my grandfather's father was a pastor. He is a pastor. So he died. So that's all he did. I mean, he was a pastor for like over 40 years.
Yeah. So you think everybody in the world come up out of the seed of Abraham?
So, you know, I didn't know what Jewish people believed until I got older. And I was always around.
Yeah.
So you got some Jewish people that are believe.
Yeah, so
And you got some that are not.
I'm glad you kind of grew up around them too, because
So you gotta know which ones you're dealing with.
the thing about it is, like, this is part of the deception, like the alternative reality, right? If they can, it's like this, right? You got a son, you got a daughter, right? You have a will if you pass away, right? Like technically, if you had a will, like life insurance,
Yeah, they already know what to do.
if you own a home, cars, clothes, you got people that already know what you would do with your stuff,
Yeah,
right? Like,
they know what their accounts are.
like the accounts, they split it up, everything like that, right? If you made the promise that it was supposed to go to them when you're gone, right? And somebody else came and claimed that they were your daughters and they were able to take it, is that right or wrong?
That's wrong.
Okay. So basically,
In my opinion.
if now think about it, if this world, if that happens, and then there's a world that is created to actually make it to where these two fake daughters get access to that, they can push the propaganda enough to override the truth.
Right. Yep.
Because all you need is a system that ensures that they also get access to what you left behind to your children that you naturally had, who the promises belong to.
Yeah.
But now some other two other daughters that are not your children are able to come in and claim it, and then there's a court system, there's a court of public opinion that's out there and falsified documents saying that you actually gave it to them. Now, is that right or wrong?
That's wrong, bro.
Well, guess what? That's the world we're in right now.
Yep.
They said that they're the people, and the two, you know, your two daughters would be representation of like Judah and Israel, because Judah and Israel were two separate kingdoms that were split, and they're likened unto rebellious daughters.
Yep.
Right? Now these two rebellious daughters, Judah and Israel, which is the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, you know, after Solomon died, the kingdom split into two. And then when you read in the prophecies, they're likened unto two rebellious daughters. But even though they're rebellious, they're still entitled to the inheritance that their father left behind. So now what they got to do, those daughters...
Saying the ones that took are still entitled?
Well,
no, the ones that are the natural.
They're supposed to, yeah, but natural.
Because the natural children...
the natural are entitled to it.
So if Judah and Israel are the two daughters, is Moab entitled to the inheritance? No. Is Ammon entitled to the inheritance? Is Edom entitled to inheritance? Is Ishmael entitled to inheritance? Only Judah and Israel, right? Because they're the rightful what? Heirs and descendants. But the world that we're in is saying your 2 daughters do not deserve or should share the inheritance left behind by you. So essentially, if someone believes that the covenants and the promises of the kingdom and salvation was to all nations, they're saying that what you leave behind for your 2 daughters also belongs to them. Your blood, sweat, and tears of what you suffered to acquire what you got belongs to strangers. Is that fair? Well, that's the world we're in. The world says that's what's going on right now.
That's what's going on right now.
The world is saying that the inheritance, the promise given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob,
that's what I wanted you to say,
belongs to not only Israel, his descendants, but the other nations too.
The promise from the beginning was to Abraham, to Isaac, then to Jacob and his seed. That's the promise. That's who the kingdom's promised to. And it don't change. The Most High don't change all through the scriptures.